Hello everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome in. Welcome to my channel. I am Lisa and this is North Star Energy Healing. Thank you so much for being here, my beautiful Libras, the ones of balance and justice, right? Libras, sometimes you have it tough because it's hard for you to set boundaries when you want everything to be fair, you want everything to be equal, you want everything to be even, and sometimes, unfortunately, you sacrifice at times your own happiness and well-being because you feel so strongly that you don't want confrontation and you want everyone to be happy. That is sometimes the burden of the sign of Libra. And of course, it all depends on, what other signs are prominent in your birth chart. But for the most part, Libras really like it when everyone's happy, everything is equal, and that is sometimes difficult. So let's see. Today is Wednesday, April 16th, as I'm doing this, but my messages are timeless unless my guides give me a different. Sometimes they say this is for now, this is for today, this is for this week, but this is a timeless message for Libra. And when I was meditating on your energy, Libras, I kept getting tipping the balance, tipping the balance, tipping the balance, like over and over. And, oh, hold on a second. Okay, that was my husband calling me. All right, so I don't exactly remember what I was saying. Oh, I was saying that when I was meditating on your energy, on the energy of Libra, I was getting that message of tipping the balance and seeing this vision of, it was like a vision of the tarot card of Libra with the scales in her hands and being pulled really hard to one side, like the balance is being tipped more to one side. So we'll see what comes out in the message today to see what is Spirit talking about. What are they trying to get across to you? So then I always ask my guides, what are the oracle cards you want to use for the overview of the message? Other than the tipping the balance, which I feel is the big overview message here, is tipping the balance. So the first deck they wanted me to use is the Sacred Forest Oracle by Denise Lynn. And the card that came out is Fire Spirit Energy. Fire Spirit Energy. And this is card number 17. Look how beautiful she is. And she's holding two flames in each of her hands. And funny enough, this one is a huge flame going up. So they're not equal. Right? And we were just talking about tipping the balance. Thank you, Spirit, for pointing that out. A 17 is an 8, which is mastery and infinity. Right? Okay, so let's see what the message is. Incredible vitality, life force, energy, and passion are expanding in your life right now. If you start to feel drained by the expectations of others, don't hold back. Ignite your inner fire. Speak your truth. Oops, sorry. I didn't realize I wasn't holding that in the frame. Let the light of the Creator surge through you. Okay, so this goes to tipping the balance as if you are feeling drained, you're feeling like others are, how can I put this, Spirit? Others are counting on you too much, not counting on, maybe leaning on you. Maybe others have expectations of you that you don't feel that you can meet, or you're trying to meet and it's actually draining your energy. That's not a good place to be, Libras. But because you always want everybody to be happy, sometimes you sacrifice your own, which is exactly what I was talking about before we got into this, is that you have to be careful not to go too far one way so that you are drained, right? You have to be careful of that, be mindful of that. The next deck, Oracle of the Universe by Stacy DeMarco. And This deck was a gift from a very good friend of mine, and it is such a beautiful deck. This is the card of the constellation galaxy Andromeda, and this is the card Sacrifice. This is a 13, which is actually a 4, which is stability or stagnation, balancing between not doing anything, right, and doing enough to be stable. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. So, you can be of service to others without sacrificing everything of yourself. Service doesn't need to mean subservience, okay? So that doesn't mean that you're subservient to everyone else. You can learn to sit with the discomfort of others being unhappy with you. Take personal responsibility and do not shift blame. Some of your biggest goals mean some of your biggest goals mean some sort of sacrifice, and you should weigh this up carefully. You cannot always fix the problems of others. You may need to set some tough boundaries, Libra. Wow, I can't believe sometimes how Spirit can bring through such profound messages from one snippet, tipping the balance that I heard. And then the fire spirit energy, calling on that, right? And then understanding that what you want does require some sacrifice, but it doesn't mean that you sacrifice yourself for what others want, either what they want for you or what they want from you. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. And then the next deck is Starry Beginnings. This is the deck that I got for my air signs, which I often use when I'm doing air sign readings. And this is number 16, which is a 7. This is reflection, right? You are a bright energy. Color uplifts you. You have much to give. Be proud of yourself. You have come a long way and will continue to grow and bloom like a gentle rose that everyone wants to be around. Yeah, and sometimes that's the problem, right? Your energy is so bright that others are attracted to it, and sometimes that's draining on you, right? Sometimes that's draining on you, just like that fire spirit energy card was saying. When you begin to feel drained by others, it's time to set boundaries, Libra. You are the love you want to see in others. The world needs your love, and you are giving it freely. Your journey is your true purpose. Wow, Libras, these are just beautiful messages to start off here. Beautiful messages, but also beautiful reminders about boundaries. You know, tipping the balance may mean that others are tipping the balance in their favor by draining you of your energy, right? So you have to be careful about that. You have to protect yourself, right? Put up your boundaries, protect yourself, protect your energy. You can do that while still helping others by not over-giving of yourself, right? Yeah, you have to keep yourself healthy so you can be there for your purpose, right? Okay. All right, my beautiful Libras. Let's see what this is the Gilded Tarot. Ooh, nice. Ace of Cups, Page of Wands. Messages trying to get through to you. Oh my gosh, Lisa, hang on to the cards here. All right, Libras, Libras. One of my favorite signs because you do love things to be in balance, right? Okay. And sometimes when there is a very passionate sign as the sun sign and Libra is the rising sign, that really helps to balance the energy. For instance, my husband is a Leo and he is a Libra rising. So that sort of tames that fiery, sometimes Leos can be like a roaring lion, I guess. I'm trying to think, Spirit, trying to find out from you what you want me to say. So sometimes Leos can be very aggressive, right? So when a Leo has Libra as the rising sign, that sort of helps balance that energy out. And my husband is very much a Leo. He's very confident, but he also doesn't, he's not aggressive and assertive most times. It would take a lot for him to come out roaring. That's just not his personality. And if there's an Aquarius with Libra rising, that helps to tame their sometimes overconfidence in being right. Yeah, Aquarius often feels like their way is the only way and they know a lot more than others do. So when Libra is their rising sign, that sort of balances that out. I love the sign of Libra. Okay, first card out, Ace of Cups. Now, this ace is a little bit different than the other aces. Aces are a new beginning, right? But this one is a new beginning with a new perspective. You see how it's showing all the perspectives of the different phases of the moon here? And then there's this eye right here, right? Now, cups are water signs, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cups are nurturing and loving. Just like you got in your message about being a bright energy, that you are a loving spirit. You want to be the love that you want to see in others and in the world, right? But sometimes you have to take a little bit of a different perspective in that you can't let your own boundaries be crossed, right? Sometimes you have to take a step back and say, okay, I need to look at this differently because I'm starting to feel overwhelmed by what everybody wants from me. Okay, Libras? Then you have the Page of Wands. Wands, fiery, passionate, action, right? But this page is a definite messenger because the two cardinals, right? This pages are messengers. They're novices. They're kind of childlike innocent sometimes. But this card in this deck is your ancestors and spirit guides are trying to get a message to you. And I believe the message is, keep those scales balanced. Don't let others tip the balance to the point where you feel drained, Libras, okay? Wheel of Fortune, yay. This is a 10. This is completion of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. But how is that cycle going to begin? Where is that roulette wheel going to stop, right? And then how are you going to deal with it? How are you going to deal with it if it's a challenge, if it's a boost, if it's whatever it is? Like, as an example, one of your challenges is keeping things balanced, right? And sometimes we feel way out of whack, which is kind of what this reading is alluding to, tipping the balance. And sometimes we've got to bring it back, right? Like if somebody comes to you and says, oh my gosh, I just love what you do so much and I really need it. Can you do this for me, or can you come here for me, or can you, and you feel like you want to do it because you want them to be happy, but at the same time on the inside you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I can't take on another thing this month. I can't schedule something else. I'm already overbooked. And that is a challenge that you have to overcome, right? And another challenge could be, let's say suddenly you have all kinds of time on your hands, and instead of spending it on yourself with some self-care and some time alone, you decide, oh, I've got all this time. I can help her and I can help him and I can do this and I can do that. So you just have to be very careful, Libras, about where you're spending your time and energy. And when the Wheel of Fortune presents something to you, you have to really get grounded and figure out how you want to act on it. Thank you, Spirit. I've never had a message like that regarding the Wheel of Fortune, but hey, the cards are a tool. And because I read these cards intuitively and my guides are there giving me these messages, it's not always the standard message of that card. But the cards bring about what my guides want me to notice, I guess is the better way of describing it. King of Swords. Usually I see this as an Aquarius card. So maybe some of you have an Aquarius in your life, or somebody who's very intelligent, very matter of fact, very cut and dry. And now I'm hearing, yes, whoever that person is in your life, they can give you good advice right now, right? You are an air sign. Maybe you feel like it's time to, lay down the boundaries. That's what I'm hearing. He's got that one sword there. One sword usually means truth. The truth needs to come out. The truth needs to be said. The truth needs to be talked about. Very masculine, intelligent energy there. I'm just listening to see if, yeah, words are very powerful. Words are very powerful. Sometimes we have to take a moment, and they're literally showing me a person who's thinking about how they're going to answer something, and words are swirling around, and they're literally reaching up and picking the right words to answer that. That could be the right words when somebody comes to you and says, hey, can you do this for me? And you're literally thinking about how to formulate the answer so you don't upset the person and so you keep your balance in check, right? Thank you, Spirit. Wow, beautiful. Four of Cups. Okay. Fours are stability or stagnation, right? You had a 4 in that card, number 13, which was Andromeda, sacrifice. Remember the sacrifice card? So in this card, this person is literally being given an offer, but he or she is kind of looking past it, contemplating it possibly, thinking, do I just stay with these safe things that I have here, or do I want to take this new offer? Do I want to stay with what I have, or do I want to take a risk and do this? And again, it's calling for you to use your discernment, use your gut intuition, really think about whether or not you want to do this or take this project on or this, whatever it may be. It could be you saying, I'm going to do something new, I want to do this, and then getting a little bit overwhelmed by the process or by the setup or by the scheduling of it. Thank you, Spirit. I'm feeling that very strongly, Libras. Like, the tipping point could also be that one thing that you're going to do that tips your business to the positive. Thank you, Spirit. So it could be that one offer, but again, you have to use discernment, right? You may have to see something in a new way and then decide if you really want to do it. At the same time, keeping your boundaries in mind, right? Keeping your boundaries in mind. Okay, last card that came out. Look at this. This is beautiful. The Empress. This is 3. This is creation. This is collaboration. Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Mother Gaia. All 4 queens, the beautiful, beautiful feminine energy of birthing and creating, Libra. So the Empress has all of that beautiful feminine energy, has all of the power to create whatever she wants, right? This is one of the most beautiful cards in this particular deck. Look at all the greenery, all the animals, the beautiful moon behind her, all the signs of the zodiac, and her powerful femininity, right? Look at, it's beautiful. Her beautiful gown, her beautiful necklace, her crown of flowers, all of this she has, and you have as well. And Spirit is saying, but she never sacrifices her own health and well-being in order to do something for others. Wow. Oh my gosh. What a profound message we are getting for you today. What a profound message. Okay. So going back over everything, right? We had fire, spirit, energy, and remembering to set boundaries, not letting others deplete you, right? Keeping the fires in balance, right? Keeping the fires in balance. When you're feeling like you're getting depleted, it's time for you to make those boundaries, set those boundaries, be able to say no, Libras. It's okay to say, no, I can't do that. Or I can't do that right now. We can schedule it later, right? And then the energy of the sacrifice card. You know, you are love and balance and beauty. But you can't sacrifice your own health and well-being. I mean, we have that message here, we have that message here, we have that message with the wheel, we have that message with the Four of Cups. And then you are bright energy and color uplifts you. Yeah, you are. Beautiful Libras, you are bright energy. And again, we kind of see this balancing. This side is a little bit bigger than this side. It's all of these messages are pointing to staying in balance, right? Staying in balance. What is that thing that will tip the balance one way or the other, right? So we also got that message of the one thing that's going to tip the balance in your favor, right? So very important balance here. Huge message about balance. That Ace of Cups, seeing things a little bit differently, a new start, a new beginning in something, but seeing it a little bit differently, right? And that Wheel of Fortune, which is the 10, the ending of some cycle and the beginning of a new cycle, but you want to keep it in balance. Be on the lookout in your meditations for a clear message from ancestors, your guides, or spirit, right? They are right in between these two cards, the precipice of something new, something that's going to tip things in your favor, right? With this Four of Cups. Remembering your Aquarian energy, your King of Swords energy, being able to set those boundaries. You have great masculine energy here. You have wonderful feminine energy here. Libras, beautiful. I love this for you. I love this for you. It's a good reminder of how beautiful your soul is, how loving your soul is, and how you want to do good things for others, but you cannot sacrifice everything of yourself. All right, let's see what the animal oracle is for today for this message for my beautiful Libras. What's the animal oracle message that would like to come out today, please? What is the animal oracle message that would like to come out today for my beautiful Libras? What is that message? Okay. Oh my gosh. I love this for you. Love this for you. Black Jaguar, Old Soul. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams, Libra. Oh my goodness. Yeah, focus on what you want. If you really want to do that project with that person, then great. Go ahead, right? But if you don't and you're feeling like you're only doing it because they want you to do it, then you need to take a step back, Libras. Take care of yourself. Self-care is not selfish, okay? Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, a like, a share. I so appreciate it. You all are helping my channel to grow, and I love you so much for that. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.